So the first thing I always do is make sure that everybody knows how to thread a needle. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, I know how to thread a needle. But I do have a lot of students who come in and they say, oh, I know how to thread a needle. And then they don't know how to thread it for sewing. So what they'll do is they take their thread and they go through the eye of the needle and then they tie the thread to the eye of the needle. Which is not the way that you want to thread your needle for sewing. And I couldn't figure out for the longest time, like, is there some rogue art teacher out there teaching them how to thread their needles wrong? And it's because of weaving. So a lot of kids learn how to weave in second or third grade. It's on the national standards. I can't remember which grade. But they learn how to weave with yarn and one of those big plastic sewing needles, and for that you tie the thread to the eye of the needle, but we're not going to do that for sewing. So here's how you're going to thread your needle. You got your thread and we're going to go right through here, and I'm using an extra large embroidery needle just to make it easier for you to see. So you go through the eye, and then we're going to double up our string like this, so you have two threads. And then snip that off right there. Then what you're going to do is tie a big fat knot at the end of it. And the way that you do that is you make a loop, and then you take the tail and go through the loop. Okay, and that's how you make your knot. For sewing a sock monster, you want to make a double, triple, or quadruple knot. You want a really big fat knot. So you're going to do it again. We're going to make a loop and take the tail through the loop, just like that. And you're just going to keep doing that for a minute. Make a loop, go through the loop. If you mess up and you tie it like this and you end up with what looks like kind of like a dead spider for your knot, it's okay, because it's going to be inside the sock monster and no one's going to see that. So what's important isn't how pretty your knot looks, really, but what's important is that you have a big knot that's not going to slide through your sock. Ta-da! Okay, so that's how you thread your needle.